everybody, welcome back to another video on the channel. Now I'm going to be talking about Pokemon Sword and Shield, but before I start I want to say these are my opinions on the game and my opinions only. So please, you're allowed your own opinion. I get your own opinion. I understand it, and if you can find enjoyment out of Pokemon Sword and Shield and you're excited for it, more power to you, honestly. I'm going to talk about my opinion today. You may disagree, but that's okay. If you are excited for this game, again, I feel that's a good thing. That is a good thing that you're happy for this. It's good that you're getting some enjoyment out of this. I get it. It's a positive thing if you're enjoying this and excited for it. More power to you, but to be honest, as time's going on, I'm just not interested in this game. I'm just looking at it and I'm going, yeah, this isn't right. This isn't right. And I'm going to talk about my opinion today. So one thing I want to say is when I first saw that first initial direct in February, I thought things were a little bit underwhelming. You know, when we was expecting a new Pokemon game, I could sort of get Let's Go being a more 3DS style, aesthetic. But I was really annoyed. Well, not annoyed, but I was kind of a little bit disappointed in the graphical style of the game. My brain automatically went when we heard Pokemon on Switch. My brain, as much as maybe other people's brains went to Breath of the Wild. It went to things like Skyrim running on the Switch. They are running on the Switch. I'm not saying Pokemon in the style of Skyrim. I'm saying in terms of the realistic sort of thing. Skyrim is a beautiful game on Switch. You know, we are getting these big, beautiful games on Switch, and I think my brain automatically went to Skyrim and to Breath of the Wild and to Mario Odyssey. And when that initial thing came out, they revealed the game. It was underwhelming, and I'm disappointed. But I could tell it was a step in the right direction. So it was definitely a massive improvement over Let's Go. So I could see that. I could understand the little bit of improvement there, but I was underwhelmed by the whole aesthetic of it. And I was like, okay, this is okay, but it could be better. You know, it was good, but it could be better. They could change it. They could change the style. The style isn't for me. I feel like more could be done to push the Switch. I don't feel like this is pushing the Switch. When we have games, beautiful games, like Mario Kart, running on the Switch, 60 FPS, 1080, there is no excuse why this couldn't be better. And what really annoyed me was, I may not be a massive Pokemon fan. I mean, I've played some on the DS, some on GBA, and I've played Sword. I played Let's Go, and I played Sun. So I've played a few. You know, I'm not new to the series, but as someone who really enjoyed Pokken, more than they probably should, I really like the art style of Pokken. And, you know, maybe I was kind of expecting something along the lines of that, but I was just a bit disappointed. I wasn't, not going to get the game. I wasn't saying that. I wasn't annoyed by the game. I was just, disappointed by the art style. But, we'll let it go on. We'll see how the game goes. And, everything was going okay until E3. And then that's when things started to really change for me. When I think everyone was expecting more things to be revealed, and the only thing they really sort of showed off was Dynamaxing, which, from what I've seen and what I've seen of gameplay, is just Pokemon battles but bigger. So I don't get the gimmick, and especially someone who played a lot of Pokemon Sun. We had the special Z moves or Z moves, and they were fully animated. And it was really powerful, and it really made the game stand out and feel new and fresh. To see these massive Pokemon just made bigger, and doing the same animations, slightly moving, slightly jumping, doing the same 4 animations pretty much that we've seen on every other Pokemon game since 3DS. It was kind of disappointing to me when we saw more gameplay at E3 for that Dynamaxing. And then when we saw like cutscenes, and they were exact same animations from Pokemon Sun, it was like, whoa, what is actually new here? What is actually new? What animations are new? What models are new? Because all the models in the game, look exactly like their 3DS counterparts. Genuinely, you can compare Pikachu on Pokemon Sword and Shield, and you can compare Pikachu on the Nintendo 3DS for Sun and Moon, and they look exactly the same. And the reason what really hit home to me was, I've seen people playing Pokemon Sun and Moon upscaled to 4K. Right, which does make the game look better, and it gets rid of some of the blurry lines around it, and the models are so similar. It is insane how crazy these models are. And maybe they could reuse the models, but at least give them more textures. The Switch can run this sort of thing. Why isn't Game Freak using this? Why aren't they doing it? Why aren't they putting the effort in to make these Pokemon look good? Pokemon is the best money-making media product there is out there. Beating out Marvel, Star Wars, Disney. It makes so much money, and I know, that it does other things. It has the films, it has the trading card game, it has other things, but the video games are a large part of it. That's what came first. Pokemon is the video games. A large part of the money made from Pokemon is in that video games. And I don't understand how Pokemon can make so much money and then them not invest it into the games. Like Nintendo, we look at Nintendo. Odyssey made so much money, and 3D World makes so much money, even though it was on the Wii U. Yeah, 3D World made some money back. It made a lot of money, regardless of the Wii U it being on, yeah? It made a lot of money, so Nintendo invested that money and put it into Odyssey and made it look good and made it look polished. And obviously, Pokemon is beating out Mario in terms of how much money it makes. So, why? Why wouldn't they do this? And Zelda, yeah, it's a good seller, but it doesn't make as much as Pokemon or Mario. And they still invested loads and loads of money into Breath of the Wild. They had a huge budget for Breath of the Wild. And I know it's not Nintendo developing this, but Game Freak, the people behind Pokemon, the Pokemon Company, you'd think with all the money that Pokemon Company makes on the plushies, on the trading card game, on the video games, on the anime, on every piece of merchandise that company makes, you would think that they would invest it into the games to really go, right, let's make a brand new Pokemon game and make it be amazing. Because we need to get people to buy it on Switch. You would think that Game Freak would go, we can't sort of just slightly go above 3DS. We have to go well. We have to do this well. And I hate to bring up another example of another game franchise, but I recently watched Arlo's video. There'll be a link to the description in that. Arlo's video, and he made a really, really good point. Genuinely, check out Arlo's video about Pokemon. It is genuinely amazing, and I agree with everything he said in that video. He made the point about Ubisoft. He made the point about Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing, not Animal Crossing. He made the point about Assassin's Creed. And that was a semi-yearly franchise, and so much money and effort gets invested into that, and they make it back. And the games look good, and there's so much work, and there's so much voice actors put into it. So many models made, and Ubisoft make that semi-yearly. And not once have they turned around and gone, we can't add everybody in this, or we can't put everybody in there, we can't have all the voice clips in there. Yet Pokemon, that makes so much money, can turn around and go, oh no, we can't do this. We can't do this now. It's frustrating to me how they don't invest the money into the game. And the game is looking very, very low budget. Like, why does Breath of the Wild look better than Pokemon? Logically, Pokemon makes more money than Zelda. So logically, you would think that Pokemon would look better out of Breath of the Wild and Pokemon. Wouldn't you? Because Pokemon has more money invested into it, therefore more staff can be hired. And there's people saying, Game Freak only has a limited amount of staff. Then why don't they employ more people? I'm not a business guy. I don't know how development works. But logically, it would say, employ more people to make more things. Make more assets, make more models, make more animations. They could do it. Why don't they do it? Why aren't they investing the money into it? And why are we getting the same models from the 3DS? I don't understand that. And to be honest, I'm going to be completely honest here, I don't think there's been that many new Pokemon actually revealed for Sword and Shield. I think we're at maybe just above 10, if that. There's not a lot interesting me about this. I'm kind of disappointed. I could sort of see why Let's Go with the style they went to. They wanted to make them plain, simple, try and get people back into the series. But I think people were expecting more. I was expecting more from this game. And I feel like there's a lot of people out there that are Pokemon fans that will buy anything that is Pokemon. If it's a mainline Pokemon game, regardless of what it looked like, they would buy it. Genuinely. Like, regardless of the looks of it. I don't understand how there's so many people out there defending Game Freak right now. I don't understand that. Because what other game franchise if they just kept reusing so many assets and so many animations, what other company could get away with this? Yeah? What other company could get away with this? If we waited 3 or 4 years and we had a brand new Zelda game, yeah? If we waited 5 years for a new Zelda game, yeah? And it was exact same models, exact same animations, very, very similar to the previous Breath of the Wild, Zelda game, people would be annoyed. But why are people defending this? They should make new models. It's a new game. It's a new platform. They didn't do this for the GBA. They didn't just steal the assets from GBA, put it into the DS. They didn't just take the DS assets and put them into 3DS. So how come they're okay to do that with the 3DS and Switch? It doesn't make sense to me why they're not changing, they're not evolving. And that's something that's kind of frustrating me about Pokemon. Because they could evolve. But they just choose not to. And I don't know why. Maybe it's sort of like, it ain't broke, don't fix it. But Pokemon's been going for so long, they need to sort of change it and make it look better and have a new art style. I don't know, I don't know if this video's even made sense. It's just me just waffling on about Pokemon Sword and Shield. What I'm saying is I'm very disappointed in Game Freak. How they should really be investing more time into it and sort of making things look better. There's no need for it to be as bad as it is. Why doesn't Game Freak expand? Why don't they add more people working on it? Why do they have to cut the Pokemon? When all the models were there from 3DS. If we're using 3DS models, if we're using the models from 3DS, yeah, where all the Pokemon were supported, why don't you just import them all in then? Because apparently they're new models where they look exactly the same as the 3DS ones. I don't understand. And when they're using the same animations, same frame by frame animations, it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. And these are all early footage, and I will try the game. I will try it. I will buy it. But I'm not excited for this. I am not excited for this. And it's the exact same. I'm just not excited for this, everybody. It's just really has disappointed me, this game, the more I see about it. And I will try it. I will try it. But I haven't got much high hopes, to be honest. It just doesn't look new. It looks like this game. This is the point I'm going to leave this video on. This game could have run on the 3DS. This game could have been made for the 3DS. And it could have run on 3DS. I don't know. I'm just really, really disappointed in this game. So yeah, let me know all your thoughts on the comments below. Let me know. Are you going to get Pokemon Sword and Shield? Are you annoyed that they are using the same models? Are you annoyed that all the Pokemon aren't in the game? Let me know your thoughts. Are you going to buy it regardless? Do you just love Pokemon that much you're going to buy it regardless? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching, everybody.